If you are overweight, I'm going to show you exactly how I achieved my dream body while working two jobs in school and spending less than 6 hours a week. And this is me at my heaviest. I was around 270 pounds, and this is me now at around 160 pounds. The leanest I ever got was 140, so I've lost over 120 pounds total. And the way I actually did this was by using strategic nutrition and hypertrophy protocols. I did this all without dealing with slow progress, without wasting hours in the gym and cooking, without getting overwhelmed by useless information. Here's a few examples of my client transformation. One of my clients, Kai, he's lost over 81 pounds after working with me. So we worked together for 15 months, but when he reached out, he spent years putting work in others first. He would constantly tell himself he'd focus on his health later, but this later he kept saying it never really came. He kept gaining weight, felt exhausted, avoided photos, and simple tasks left him absolutely out of breath. Nothing he tried worked. Diets were too extreme, workouts didn't fit his schedule, and he just felt stuck. After reaching out, we actually built a sustainable plan around his life, and in just 15 months, Kai dropped 81 pounds, regained his energy, and finally feels like himself again. And just look at the amount of muscle he built on top of that. Here's another one of my clients, Pedro. So we've been working together for 6 months. Pedro, when he reached out to me, he had been skinny fat his entire life. He'd never been lean, never strong. He was just constantly stuck. With school and his part-time job, his weight just kept on going up, and he felt more and more out of control. He hated how he looked and just completely started avoiding mirrors completely. After reaching out, we actually locked in his nutrition, training, and his mindset especially, and he dropped 35 pounds, and he actually got stronger in every single one of his lifts and finally feels confident in his body. Another example here, we got Josh. So Josh, we've been working together for 6 months. So Josh is a university student working two jobs. He was constantly exhausted. He was only eating fast food and felt stuck, barely able to actually make it to the gym and seeing zero progress. He hated how he looked. He just felt like giving up. And after working with me, we actually built a plan that fits his schedule and his goals. And in just a few months, he actually gained 15 pounds of lean muscle. We built structure into his routine and finally got him feeling confident in his body again. And here are a few other transformations that I have gotten people, but this is the last one I'll show. So Sebast's story. So just 12 days, okay? In 12 days. Sebast is currently working 8 to 12 hour shifts, 4 to 6 days a week. And I felt like there was no time or energy left to focus on himself. He wanted to drop that and actually get stronger, but he's just put it off, focusing on work and school, thinking that he couldn't do it all together. But after just 12 days of working together, he actually dropped 6 pounds and started gaining crazy strength in the gym. Now he's more energized and more motivated, and he's finally seeing what he's actually capable of despite these long hours. Now, let me actually tell you about my story. Growing up, I was always a fat kid. I was always known as the fat kid, always the butt of the joke. Like, I genuinely could not do anything without being made fun of. And I just felt like I had no respect. Everyone just hated me in a way. And this is actually what I looked like at 13 years old. I was over 250 pounds. I was morbidly obese, insecure. I just wanted it to end. And I was just overall unconfident in myself. I wasn't proud of who I was when I looked in the mirror. And I knew that I had to make a change. So at 15, I started dieting. I didn't know what foods to eat, so I tried intermittent fasting because I heard that was the easiest way. I kept seeing this everywhere. And if someone tells you it's an easy way to lose weight, you're obviously going to think it's the best way to lose weight. So I saw very little results and I actually felt super discouraged because I still couldn't even take my shirt off at the beach. So at 16, I decided to figure out why my progress was so slow. But I was only looking on TikTok guidance. Like, that's where I got all my information from. So I ended up losing the weight the wrong way. And I went from 250 to 220 in just a few months. But look at this. Obviously, I was not happy with this physique. You can see my face. I'm so sad in there. But yeah, I still hated how I looked because I didn't like what I looked in the mirror. I was still made fun of, and I felt like all my progress was genuinely for nothing. I realized that I need to stop taking the easy way out and had to make changes in my life by genuinely starting. So I tried to dial in my nutrition and actually start working out consistently because from there to there, when I was intermittent fasting, I wasn't working out because I thought it was too hard. And I actually did start consistently working out. And while I did lose some more weight, I went from 220 to actually 180. I didn't like how I looked. And I realized that all this time I was trying to save by taking shortcuts, it wasn't worth it. While I know I was working two jobs, I was working in a crave store and I was working as a background actor in movies. I genuinely realized that I need to prioritize my health because every aspect of my life will get better. If I'm healthier, my grades will improve, my work will improve, my confidence will improve. So I realized that I needed to genuinely make my health a priority and stop taking the easy way out. When I was like this, I wasn't training right, zero intensity, all my strength was gone, and I still had zero confidence. So losing all this weight did motivate me to lose more and actually finally reach for that six pack. So that's when I actually dialed it in because going from this look right here with the little love handles and the big man boobs to this was good. People saw my progress and actually started to notice me. When I came back to school, literally all the shorties were on me. Like they would all be like, "Oh, I always liked you. Oh, I always thought you were cute." But I still was not confident in myself. I still hated how I looked without a shirt because for the longest time in my life, I've just wanted abs. So that's when I decided to genuinely lock in, dial in. So I started going to the gym again and sped up my progress using strategic nutrition and hypertrophy protocols. After using these methods and staying consistent for 3 more months and working as hard as I could, I finally got lean. So I went all the way from this skinny fat all the way to this lean. I went from 180 pounds to 140 pounds in the span of 3.5 months, which is insane. I gained so much confidence and bettered my mindset so much that I actually started my social media. And my life has changed entirely since then. I learned how to be patient and that the more you put in, the more you get out. And I've actually achieved a lot of fulfillment in what I do now. I've always wanted to help people for the longest time. With my platform and my coaching, I'm able to help all these people who were once in my shoes avoid the mistakes I made and actually live a longer, healthier life. I finally have confidence, something I've never had before. I can actually take my shirt off in public, knowing I worked hard to get where I am today. And my fitness journey is what got me here. From the fat kid who couldn't look himself in the mirror to a man that has shifted his entire mindset, learned how to be disciplined, and works to achieve the life that he actually wants. So, I actually have an opportunity for you. The truth is, you don't need to know more information. If that was the case, you would have already hit your goal. And what if you could learn how to get your dream physique, be held accountable, and be part of a like minded community? I promise that would change your entire life. Who is this for? This is for people who want top tier confidence, so confident that allows you to be proud of who you are, get rid of all your insecurities, and allow you to do anything you want in life. And this is for people who want relentless accountability, so to learn discipline to not only achieve your fitness goals, but personal and career goals as well. These are for the people that are tired of slow progress, so no more putting in the work just to see little to no results. And these are for action takers. So once you set a goal for yourself, you don't wait and get it done. You get it done right away. And those who are tired of feeling lost, so need guidance and direction to their goals. And especially for those who are open minded. So, open minded to advice from someone who is where you want to be and actually implement it. Because I've been where you are, I've been in your exact situation. This is not for you if you're not patient. So, if you're not willing to spend months developing your character and physique, then this community isn't for you. If you're a quitter, if you don't see results as fast as you thought, then you want to give up. This is not for you, man. You got to be patient. And this isn't for people who don't want to make this a priority. If your health and fitness is not a priority of yours, do not bother watching this video. We want people that actually prioritize their fitness and want to improve their life. And it's especially not for people who have too big of an ego. You need to be willing to take criticism from someone who is where you want to be and not from yourself who isn't where they want to be. Otherwise, this is not for you, all right? Now, why are you actually failing? The first reason is accountability. So, all the other programs or methods you've tried have not held you accountable. Your coach just gave you a plan and expected you to follow it without really making sure you actually do it. Why not make sure you have someone that won't let you give excuses, but make sure you actually execute your plan daily? The second thing is you are not training correctly. You don't know how many sets, reps, what exercises to hit, or even how to hit the muscles you're targeting correctly. You aren't even tracking your cardio. And the third reason is your diet. Your diet is just flat out wrong. If you think you have the right diet, why don't you already have your dream physique? Exactly. You don't know how to track calories correctly or macros and adjust them week to week to keep making progress towards your goals. So, those are the three things on why you're actually failing. So, what actually comes with this? So, first one, mindset mastery. So, get rid of your limiting beliefs that have been holding you back your entire life. You'll adapt a mindset that actually allows you to succeed and excel in every single aspect of your life. Build the foundation you need to get started on your fitness journey. This isn't something you accomplish overnight. We prep you to get ready to face the hardest challenge of your life. To achieve this, you need to rewire your mind, implement good habits, and be self aware. Teach you how to visualize your goals and turn them into reality, how to be self aware and cut your vices out of your life, how to meditate and think clearly. Teach you the habits I use to break all my past insecurities, limiting beliefs, and mindset barriers. Now, second is optimal workout plans. I'll give you the perfect workout plan that works best with your schedule so you can be time efficient as well as being efficient in the gym. Not only this, but I'm going to make sure you actually enjoy the process. So, give you a workout plan that actually makes sure you feel great after achieving a good hard workout. Walking out of the gym with a pump that will boost your confidence through the roof. Along with this, we also have a customized diet plan and meal plan that I provide for you. So, adapted meal plans. You need an exact meal plan that is catered to your body and your goals. A meal plan that works for one person won't work the same way for you. So, we make sure to actually give you an exact simple diet to stick to. You can still enjoy your favorite foods though. I'll make sure you don't have to completely throw away your favorite foods. Of course, you can eat it often, but in dieting, there is a way to enjoy those hamburgers while losing weight. The fourth thing is a like minded community. The biggest mistake I see is that people think the whole journey of self improvement is lonely, when in reality, there are thousands of others with the same mindset and goals as you. So, you'll connect with others that have the same goals and ambitions as you. The goal is to offer a space for you to share your journey together while pushing one another and holding each other accountable. The program is here to push you past your boundaries and actually achieve your personal and fitness goals. Relentless accountability. So, if you don't see progression in your life, that means there's lack of accountability. When I tried to do everything myself, it genuinely felt overwhelming and I felt alone. So, there's only one solution to actually this. You need friends who have the same goal as you, friends that won't let you slack off because you don't feel like it. And what's the best way to achieve a goal? Say it in front of 100 people. If you don't achieve your goal, they'll laugh at you. If you do achieve their goal, they'll praise you. But the right community will support you on the path even when you fall off. That's what made the difference for me. I didn't have the community in my journey of building a physique, but if I had people checking up on me, making sure I was keeping up with my workouts, diets, cardio, and habits, it would. But if I had people checking up on me, making sure I was actually keeping up with my workouts, diet, cardio, and habits, it would be the most important key to achieving my physique and getting rid of all my insecurities. I'll host weekly group calls and one-on-one calls on top of that to make sure you're actually sticking to this journey and it's going as smooth as possible. This isn't your average video program. It's a brotherhood that actually works together and wants to change your life. The sixth thing is premium access to me. So direct access. So by joining my program, you gain direct access to my knowledge. You can ask me questions, requests, more informative content, and more. And enhanced support. So enjoy personalized support and mentorship from myself and my team. So we make sure you receive guidance and motivation that you need to achieve your goals. So overall, our 6-step process for your actual transformation: mindset mastery, optimal workout plans, quick and easy meal plans, like-minded community, relentless accountability, and direct access to myself. So next steps, if you're ready to actually build a shredded physique alongside your full-time job without having to spend hours in the gym or cooking meals, book a call with me today, and I look forward to seeing you and helping you achieve your dream physique.